Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, but you already know that because we were talking about it while we sat thinking about how little bear is going to be gone all day. Welcome to my work day, mommy free time, content time. I don't know. My son has started 3K and he basically stays with his grandma Tuesdays and Wednesdays now. This is the first day, so my body is fighting it. I am beside myself with anxiety and I cannot rest. So, makeups, welcome. Come in, have a seat, pull out your things, dust off your makeup bag or whatever. I'm just going to do some random makeup today, just kind of see what's going on, okay? My brain just won't let me focus on any one thing or make any decisions, so we just gonna see what happens. This is usually when I like playing in the makeups because I'm so discombobulated up here. It'll be a surprise to me at the end when we're done, so that's fun. But let's get started because if I stay here trying to tell you what this is or what I think it is, we'll be here all day. I've just put on some Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Soothing Serum. I picked up this little duo of this serum and the Vitamin Enriched Base, I think, the primer, when I was at a CCO. And I remember loving the Bobbi Brown skincare. She had these things called remedies. They were so good. And I know I've had the eye cream and I want to say maybe the face cream. I didn't care for the face cream, but the eye cream, wonderful. I don't really believe in eye creams, but if I was going to, that one in the Lancome, real good, but real pricey, okay? I somehow, I got a full size of the eye cream from Bobbi Brown for free the last time I picked up my favorite perfume from Bobbi Brown, which is called Beach, but this was like 6-7 years ago. So anyways, long story short, I haven't used Bobbi Brown in a very long time, but I really do enjoy the smell of these. And I saw the little kit and I was like, let me go ahead and see if I could get some use out of these. So that's what we've used as a primer. I usually don't prime when I'm sitting and playing in the makeups, but I wanted a little extra boost of moisture, so here we are. Today I'm picking out of my foundations that I'm kind of rotating through. I picked out 3 or 4 that I want to play with, and the first one we're going to do today is the NARS Soft Matte. I've used it on my channel. You know, she a snitch, but I don't really have a mustache for her to tell you about this time, so haha. But I am going to use this foundation because I like it. I don't love it, and I'm trying to streamline my base products to see, like, once I'm done with everything, what's going to be a repurchase. I can already tell you I will not be repurchasing NARS. Very pricey, and I can't find the right color. I use Macao. It works. I do neutralize it. I don't necessarily know that I have to, but I usually do because it's a bit too golden for me, so I need to knock it down to a bit of an olive undertone. With the NARS though, she's very, very matte. I'm gonna pull out the Juvia's Place like filter foundation-y thing again. I don't know what these are called because the names are not on the bottles. So I'm gonna use this for a little bit of glow. I use the shade 3, and this, if I were gonna use it by itself, I wouldn't need to neutralize. As you can see, she's quite orange on my skin tone, but this kind of works for like, what is it called, underpainting, so it's not too bad. It does have decent coverage, so that's a thing, but I do like it with the NARS because, again, NARS is so, it's just so matte that I need something to give it a little looseness, not necessarily making it dewy, but just kind of loosening up the cement in this product, okay? So I just put in about 3 pumps of my blue foundation from LA Girl just to kind of knock this down to an olive undertone, and we are going to go from there. So I'm just going to blend this in because, again, this does have some coverage. As you can see, my hyperpigmentation is slightly disappearing, but we are getting a little bit of dew. She real orange, very orange. Orange. My son says orange. Orange. I'm like, yeah, orange. Hold your loved ones tight, everyone. Tell them that you love them while you can. Just Take care. Be safe. Enjoy the little blip of time on earth that we have. Sorry to get all sad and deep, but like I said, life has been lifing, and some things really suck right now. Really, really suck. So I'm here playing in the makeups, but it's like I just sit here and I think like, wow, I'm here right now, and one day I won't be. Right now I am. Tomorrow I could be a was. You just never know. So I just want to say I love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming to the Buffet channel. As of recording today, it is March 11th. I have allegations. Excuse you. Shush. 157 subscribers. Thank every single one of you for coming to the channel. I hope you are enjoying your stay, whether you watch every video or one video, every second or just 1 second of my videos. I appreciate you, and I just hope I can continue to show up for you and bring you content you enjoy. Okay, thank you so much for being here with me. This is my first line of defense when it comes to therapy, solely because it's a chance for me to literally just shut up and focus. Shut up, she says. I don't ever stop talking. But it's a good spot for me to come and to I think I explained it as fold the laundry of my mind. Yeah, I can just be silent for a while mentally and just focus on the makeup, or focus on the way talking about makeup and playing in makeup and watching content about makeup makes me feel. And I tend to, I still dissociate while I'm doing this, but I tend to have an easier time kind of unraveling things that I've been thinking about. And I can typically feel stress kind of alleviating when I'm playing in the makeups, which is very nice. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm really trying to walk back certain things. I can't remember a lot, which is problematic, but makeups helps. Makeups help. I put unnecessary S's on things, so sometimes I'll be like, is that a sentence? Anyways, anywho, sorry about that. Look, like I said, my brain just be getting up and walking away. Okay. But we are finished with the base. Like I said, NARS is not bad. And she a little sad today because she can't snitch on my mustache area. Shush, okay? It's not bad. It's a beautiful foundation. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It is a beautiful foundation. It's just, it's nice, but I've seen other brands do it better, you know? I've had CoverGirl foundations that really get the job did, okay? I think I'm going to be planning a full face series, and definitely CoverGirl will be in there. And it will be tricky because I don't like a ton of CoverGirl, but their foundations, I think over the years have been really good. I remember, do you remember when Katy Perry was the face of one? It was like Ready, Set, Gorgeous, I believe. Oh my God, that foundation, it was kind of like in the squeezy tube thing, like a BB cream, the way those come. That foundation was so good. Oh my God, I loved it so much. I will say though, I don't like CoverGirl's color range. It's real wonky when you get towards the darker colors. They're better now, but before it was real wonky. But I loved that Get Ready, Set, Gorgeous foundation. It was so good. And I feel like it was supposed to be a BB cream, but it was full coverage, girl. You could get coverage on that. CoverGirl, she had that boom pow. Okay, anyways, moving in, I'm gonna use Miss Milani again. We bringing her out again, okay? Miss Milani, come to the front of the classroom and do your thing, because I was liking you, and then you started to do me a little dirty, and I'm a little confused what is going on. So we're gonna go ahead and put her on. We're not gonna let her sit or cook or marinate or none of the things. We're gonna slap her on. We're gonna blend her out and see if she can restore my faith in her. I don't have high hopes. I'm very anti-Milani. I don't know why. I really don't know why I got the vendetta against her, but I do. I'm using my Made by Mitchell sponge to pounce this in. I stopped using sponges for a really long time because I got into those triangle sponges, or like the triangle poofs, and they work really well for concealer, wet or dry, like using the puff wet or dry, or with wet or dry products. And I actually really like it used. Could you get your words together, Jasmine? Like I said, brain, just not here. I really like using the powder puffs, the triangle puffs, for concealer too, whether it's wet or dry products that I'm using it with, because it's a really good shape for the interportion of my eye. And I just forgot about using sponges, honestly. But now that I've got 2 Made by Mitchell sponges, because I had 2 mystery bags, I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and see what this is about. My problem is, like, this area right here is real small, like, and these big ass, I'm sorry, I swear, these big poofies, they just kind of sometimes get out of hand. Like, I feel like my blend gets out of hand. It's like I wasn't really trying to get concealer right there, but there she is, because I needed it on the inner corner. So we have to sacrifice a little bit, okay? But that's Miss Milani. She ain't doing too much. I have my own videos on in the background. I like to watch myself, I really do. My sister and my mom tell me how good I am at this and how fluid, like, in talking. My sister's always like, you always know what you're saying. Girls, because I've been sitting flapping my gums at myself doing my makeups for a decade plus. Like, I literally was doing this in my bedroom when I was young. This is all I did. I just loved playing in the makeup, sitting on my vanity, pretending I had a channel. My favorite thing to do, honestly, is to pretend that I'm running a makeup school. And pre-COVID, like literally a few months before COVID really did her thing, I had auditioned. I had interviewed with Aveda, the Beauty Institute, and I was going to go for astrology. I feel like I've told this story at some point, but maybe I haven't. I was going to do astrology, Ayurveda astrology actually, if I could have, but astrology, so skincare, because I don't really want to do cosmetology because I'm not cutting nobody's hair. And color theory, when it comes to hair, no ma'am, no. I can weave it, I can glue it, I can kind of cut it a little bit just to my liking. I can braid it, but don't ask me to color nothing, okay? I can't do it, I don't want to. Like, hair is just not something I am interested in doing for other people at all. I could do it for my sisters and that's it, because they gonna get what I give them, okay? But anyways, yeah, I interviewed for Aveda, and I remember standing in the store part of the store, or of the salon, waiting for the instructor to come and get me. And I was looking at their makeup. Now, Aveda is a clean beauty brand. Everything is about being clean, about being eco-friendly, about being environmentally friendly, and things like that. Botanical, Ayurveda, holistic, okay? Right up my alley, okay? And in my driveway. And I remember standing there looking at the makeup. Unfortunately, for as, you know, wonderful as they are and how everything's natural and all this stuff, they still did not have inclusive colors for their foundations and their complexion. I remember standing at the station looking at this stuff and saying, what I want to do, I wasn't even upset about it. What I want to do, I said, I want to take this course, ace this course, pay my dues, and come back to this institute. I want to be an instructor. And my goal would be, one of my goals would be to expand their foundations and their color ranges and their makeup in general. Because you can have all the beautiful, natural, clean beauty, you know, aspects to your brand and still be inclusive to people who are darker than a paper bag. You know what I mean? Everything that was for dark skin was real ashy, very gray, very earthy, very like dust. And I mean, fine, I get it, mineral makeup, but let's not forget the beautiful multi-tonal makeup that is makeup and skin. Like, and I just remember being like, you know what, no, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, we have revamped the whole beauty section, and we've got more colors, we've got more depth, we got more fun. And so when I was younger, I would literally pretend that I was running a beauty school or having like a beauty program, and I would get my makeup together and be like, in this kit, this is what we have and this is what we're gonna do. And then I would make up challenges for myself, like, okay, we're gonna try runway, we're gonna try bridal, we're gonna, like, I loved it. I still sometimes do it. I pretend like I am like putting together different kits, and if I were selling a course, what would I do? I don't know. At some point in time, I really got to get into it because I just love it. I just love it. And that's why I can sit here and talk to my camera as if I've been doing it for forever, because I really have, okay? So we're moving on. Concealer is bumped, all right? I'm going to stick on some liquid blush. We have pulled out Barbie Rose from Juvia's Place. Again, if you've seen my channel, you know that mama is not afraid of a big punchy blush. You need the explosion. It's okay, okay? Because we've just put on concealer. We have plenty of time to rein her in, to get her information. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta be scared. I'm gonna use the back of my sponge. We're gonna use the booty. This really hurts my heart because I hate the idea of staining this sponge, but oh well, the things you do for love, right? So I just like to bump this right up to my brow bone. Just bump her around. Bump, 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 bump. Yes, beautiful. I like a big punchy blush. I'm not afraid of the color. I like to bring it up towards my temple. Get that whole little color C right there, okay? Curve it. Beautiful color. I love these Juvia's Place blushes. I love the explosion you get with them. Don't worry about it. It's liquid. You're not done with your makeup. Now, if you just use liquid products and you done, then I don't know how to help you there, okay? You might want to calm down on the explosion. But if you still have to powder things, as I do, I still got to put my under eye powder on. I got to powder the rest of my face, bronzer, set the blush, and highlight. This is not going to look like this by the time we're done. So don't fret. That's all I'm saying. Just trust the process, okay? I'm gonna go back in with my concealer side, and we're gonna calm her down. We're gonna push her back, okay? Sit down. You're doing too much. And if I feel like I got blush too close into here, go in with a little eraser. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Just a little bit of eraser, a little bit more concealer. Erase that mess. Simple. Right? See? Beautiful. Beautiful. I was about to say, what the heck is that noise? It sounds like a leaky faucet. It's it's the little theme song from my music or from my videos. Alright, there we go. See, just push it back. You're fine. It's fine. I'm still just trying to hold the people's hands who feel like this blush is too explosive for you. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. I promise. Just put it on and have her sit down. Like, sit down. You're doing too much. Okay? Let's move on. Now, like I said, I just have to set everything. I'm gonna set my under eye. I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna set my blush. I'm gonna pop on some bronzer and some highlight. And I'm gonna come back to you with my brows done. And we're gonna get into these eyeballs, okay? Because this was a lot of talking. That's what happens when I get on a story, okay? Be right back. Okay, guys, so we are back. And I have pulled out some more random items to finish up this look. We've got a brown brow and a purple brow going. I was gonna try to use this like pomegranate shade. I was gonna try to use this pomegranate shade here. I just usually don't use this one. It's kind of hard to understand, and it may not really look like it, but the undertone is really close to my skin tone. So if I start building a brow, it kind of gets lost. So I don't really use that color, and I was thinking about ombreing it, but I think I forgot whilst I was putting it on. So instead we have a purple brow, okay? And I just threw the lid, so excuse me. Oi, okay. But I picked out some random things that I want to play with and bring to my channel, and let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to use, instead of my Juvia's Place Eye Prep by Prime, I'm going to pull out my fluid eye paint from About Face in the shade Capulets. This is going to be my lid color / primer. I'm going to just slap it on, and then we will get into some color and some shims. I am having just a little bit of burnout when it comes to eyeshadow. I think sometimes I get in my head about like, I'm always doing blue, I'm always doing green, and I'm always doing like really shimmery things, and sometimes depending on the shade of the shimmer, it kind of looks like I'm doing the same thing, because I don't really know how to properly like photograph like multichromes and duochromes. It's not very easy, and you know, I'm not a photographer and I'm not a film director, so I don't know the best way to do it. I wish I could figure it out. I don't know what people use and how they get like really up close to their eye, really clear quality in the photos of being up close to their eye. Y'all, I don't know how they do it. So I just be trying to do what I can do. And sometimes it looks like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. At least it does to me. So when I have burnout, sometimes I just try to like mix things and just kind of throw it at the wall, see what sticks. I'm feeling like the next, like the thing I can do to try to get out of this rut is to change the texture that I'm focusing on. So just meaning that I'm always talking about shims. I want the glitz and the glam and the shine and all that stuff on my eye. I think it's time to venture into my matte era and maybe neutral and matte. So today we are going to focus not so much on the matte. I guess it's going to feature a little bit, but I really want to focus on the neutral, okay? So that's why I'm going in with this tan, slightly pinkish shade called Capulets. This was a free one I got with my last purchase, and it's very close to another shade that I have, but it works really well as a base. I love these products as eyeshadow and as bases because they're really long wearing, they go on very easily, and even though this is set, it still gives me a little bit of wiggle room, and it's sticky enough to hold onto eyeshadow, but not so sticky that I get like gappage and skipping, okay? Skipping. So I'm gonna also pull out the Longing palette. This is in my monthly 5. I do wanna get some use out of it. I have already done a look with it. It actually should be coming up sometime this week, but I want to play with this. I used in the video that you will see, the first video you'll see in a long time with me using this, I used just this road, these 4 colors, and it literally looked like I was over here. I have an olive undertone, so sometimes if the gray is not right, it just goes blue on me. So that's why I decluttered the Nomad Ghost Town USA palette, which really sucks because when I watch other people use it, it's gorgeous. But on me, it all was blue. It was all blue. So today though, we are going to venture into the greeny teal area, and I'm going to try to focus most of the darkness just on the outer portion, bring a little bit of that light in, and leave the bulk of the lid naked because we're gonna be using some toppers. I said I want to play with some mattes, but I'm still gonna put shimmers on my eyes, okay? I can't help myself. So I am going to start off with the shade right here, which is called Whoa, and she's a beautiful green, like a sea foamy green. We're gonna use her because I do like to put a transition shade on first, but like I said, I'm gonna try to keep my darkness really sequestered out to the outside. So I'm gonna start right about here and start building our transition over here. I really want to leave this area alone if I can, maybe going in just a little bit. We can swing this right down to the bottom lash line right away because that's where I want the focus of most of this to go, okay? I just want to keep myself cognizant of keeping this color away from this area. I realized looking back at my videos, and this is why I watched myself, there was a portion of time where I was really doing this kind of angular application where like a darker shimmer would be here and the bulk of the color would be like over here, and this area will be really, really light, and I thought that I would try to bring that back. So that's what we're going to attempt today, which is why I'm going to keep that transition color way over here, okay? I do like to start with the lighter color on the lower lash line. I feel like it's easier to blend in my deep colors that way. That way I don't have to fight for a gradient. So that's why I always, I kind of do it backwards. I'll start with the deepest shade on the top of my eye, but I always start with either the mid or the lightest shade on the lower lash line, get that down, and then I add darkness. I don't necessarily know if it does anything, like if a makeup artist would be like, that's the right thing to do, but that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna bring that up towards the tail of the brow. There we go. I like it. Perfect. Now, we're going to move into, I'm just gonna stay in that green row. I'm gonna use the shade Melancholy, which is this one here. We're gonna get a smaller brush. That's also something that I have an issue with. I'm always trying to use one brush, and sometimes if my brush is too big, things get blown out in a way that I wasn't expecting or aiming for. So we are gonna go with a smaller, more pencil brush and try to pinpoint this depth here. And this can go on the mobile lid and a little bit in our crease here. And then I can swing that just to the very outer portion of the lower lash line. Oh, this is such a beautiful palette. I really want the newest Blend Bunny palette. I actually want a few. I still want the Divination palette from Robert Welsh. I still want the She Never Misses palette from, I think her handle is Danny Darkowitz. I think that's how you pronounce it. She's an Instagram beauty. Oh my God, and beautiful she is. Even though her palette looks very similar, I guess actually fairly you would have to say that Robert's palette looks a lot like hers because hers came out first. They look very, very similar. But I'm still interested in both of them, and I'm very interested in the latest palette. So I'm trying to get back onto my no-buy though, so the chances of me purchasing them anytime soon, quite slim, but never zero. So now I'm just going to do a little blending. Something that Blend Bunny makes so easy. So easy. Sorry, I got cut off, I had to make some room. So I decided to just do the other eye, and we are pretty much done. I love the blend. I love these colors together. I like how the About Face is kind of throwing everything into like a pastel area because of that lighter green, which also is coming off a little bit pastel. I really enjoy that. So I've just been touching up the blend here, making sure we can get things as seamless as possible. And I really enjoy the way that this looks. So when it comes to the shims, I'm not going to use any of the shimmers from this palette. I really like this palette. I am actually pulling out my foil films from Made by Mitchell. Though I have a lot of different type of topper things. I do have some new toppers from Ulta. Let me pull these out for you. That I picked up while I was there getting something for my mom. And these are called Gel Chrome Eyeshadows. I did little swatches of these in a video you will see probably before this. But I, like I said, have been really enjoying watching content on makeup, and I've been watching the Beautiful and the Bothered podcast, and they were talking about these, and I had these in my cart before I saw that podcast. So the last time I was at Ulta, they were there, I was there, my credit card was there, and then we all left together. So I do have these as well. But of course, like I said, I have the foil films. I also have this LA Colors holographic, like little single. I've had this for a really long time. Looks like that. I don't know. I don't know what to put on the eyes. I feel like there's something else that I have. But of course, I have duochromes, multichromes, all that jazz. But I think I want to use this topper. Now, I've used one of these shades already, and I know that I love it, but I haven't used anything else. And honestly, actually now looking at these, I don't think we are going to use these. I feel like I got to do a little bit more, like a more cohesive color story for those. So let's pull out, you know, I kind of want to stay with About Face because I do have a little trio that I picked up. It was a Christmas set, and it came with these. We're not going to use the red one. It came with these, and this is the shade Tin Pan Alley. She's really pretty. And then this is the shade Refract. But I also pulled out my little color shot from Ray-Ban. I always want to say color snot. So let me just give you some swatches so we can see what's what. This looks like it's going to be like an opal pearlescent type deal. Not not really opal, but bright. Oh, she's shifting to like a green. It's like a gold green shift. You can't see it, I can. Refract. These look like the same color. So Tin Man Alley is this one. That shifts green, and this is Refract, but they look just about the same. Irrelevant. Yep, it is 2:15. This is when the cat's gonna start yowling. Do not worry, she is fed out there. She's just like, yo, what are you doing in there? Come out here and rub me, and I am not going to do that. This is the LA Colors, or the LA Girl thing. Ooh. Oh. Ma'am. At the very least, that needs to go on the brow bone. Okay, gorgeous. And then you've already seen this. This is really pretty. Plus this probably wouldn't do what I want it to do. Let me take out some multi-chromes real quick and take a quick peek. This feels like a time for Dee Dee to shine, doesn't it? But we can't use shades that I always use. I always use Starlight. I always use Twinkle Toes because they're so beautiful. I always use Peach Blossom, even though I want to use that right now. Buttercup is really pretty. Buttercup right there. I'm gonna try this Cinnamon Swirl shade. I'm gonna throw my brush down. There's Cinnamon Swirl. It's really pretty. That would go really well with Capulets. She's like, yo, Jasmine, what are you doing in there? And then of course I have my Jewel Shine. I don't know. And so this is what I'm talking about. I get a little burnout with like all the shimmers because I like specific ones, and then I feel like my looks all look the same. And I just, you know, now I'm looking at it, I'm tempted to just keep it matte, you know, and maybe throw on some black liner, because that's something else I really want to get back into, doing winged liner. I'm just not good at it. So you know what? Let's be rebels, and we're gonna do green liner. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a green graphic liner, liner. So I'm pulling out my Mayron color, or aqua liners. This is so convenient because my Made by Mitchell mystery bag came with his swirl kit. I'm not going to use the mixing medium, but I am going to use the brush because it's like a graphic liner brush. So I'm just gonna go grab some Worders, and then we can get this liner together. All right, so I've got water. I'm just using my basic palette from Mayron, and I'm going into the green shade. Get a nice consistency going. And I'm gonna do one eye online, or on camera for you, and then I'll do the other one. So I can try to get a little symmetry. So yeah, I'm gonna use that dark green liner. And I've learned from you should have already seen my brown eyeshadow or eyeliner video. I'm going to go out instead of up. I always want to go up, but we're going to go out. I like to start with the center of my eye. And take that out. And I just want to go straight. I want to look forward and just don't angle it at all. That, and then it's really just finessing the bottom portion. Like that. And sometimes I will try to, you know, do a little something here, but that's where I can get in trouble. And then the beauty of this is I'm just cleaning off the brush, and I made just a little bit of a boo-boo here, and I'm just going to kind of dab it away. All right, I'm going to do the other eye and I will be right back. All right, we are all done, and I really love this. So, side note, I thought I was gonna come back to you and be a little, you know, extra to show you something you ain't seen here on my channel and add some lashes. But guess what? I have finally laid it to rest. I cannot do lashes. I could not get these little bitches on my eyes. And then when I did get one on, it looked so crazy. It made me look like I was so lopsided and just like lazy-eyed, and I was like, no. So no lashes for me. I just can't do it. They're going in the trash. It sucks because I have this little thing. Look like centipedes. Ugh. Garbage, okay? But we are finished with the look, and I am feeling the fantasy. I am loving everything about this. I took a little bit of that LA Girl, whatever this is, this hologram little thing here, and she's up there dancing on the brow bone. Real subtle, like, you know, head on, but then you turn and you get a little bit of that holographicness. I love this eye. I love it. And I love the green liner. Now, going out, I feel like the direction is a little, you know, I feel like actually the thing that's going to fix it, I dropped my brush. I think the thing that will fix it is finding your freaking bearings, Jasmine. Jeez. It's taking a little bit more of this shadow and just curving it around. So just pulling it out a little bit, but at the same time, I also don't want to cover the wing, but I just want to angle my transition shade in the same direction as the wing. There we go, just a little bit. Okay, I love it. We are definitely going to be doing more liner. Water activated liners are so easy. I think if you are a newbie to eyeliner, get you some water activated liners. I think it can seem intimidating because when you see them out in the, you know, people making content, they're doing all this creative, artistic line work. No, you can use it for basic liner, and the reason I like it is because it's water activated. The learning curve is so easy. You can learn how to get it on. You can learn what you like when it comes to shape, thickness, length, things like that. But it's not going to be those really long-wearing, budge-proof formulas that are really tricky to deal with if it comes to you having to remove things and starting over. I could just erase a little boo-boo with a little bit of Wooders. So I love water activated liners. I will always stand them. I gotta pull out my cake liner from Mayron again. Or no, Graftobian, because I love that as well. But I am digging the green liner. I like the angle going out instead of up. I can bypass my sometime poof and just keep the color there. These colors are beautiful together. I do like that I kept the look, for the most part, quite matte. I did put just a little bit of a multi-chrome on my intercontour because you need an intercontour highlight for your life. I paired it with a nude lip. I'm just wearing a brown liner and my Nubian, what's it called? I haven't used this in a while. Nubian Nude Gloss. And that is the look. And right on time, there's something in my eye. All right. So yeah, that is the look, guys. I'm feeling the fantasy. I'm loving the look. I'm loving the curls. I'm hating the yowling cat. She literally just wants me to sit out there. This is usually when she would get some attention from my husband. I'm not interested in the cat right now. So she's fed, she got water, she's got plenty of things to lay on. She's fine. just ignore her. I know I am, okay? If that hurts your feelings, too bad, okay? But yes, I am having a good time with this look. It's beautiful. I'm gonna take me some pictures. Thank you for coming to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this more kind of off the cuff style. It's really not any different than any of the other discombobulated, unscripted, unplanned shenanigans that I bring to you. But I just wanted to sit and play. I'm trying to deal with this anxiety, trying to get myself tired. I am not tired. It is 2:35. I need to be asleep at least by 4 p.m. and it's so freaking bright out. I'm so over third shift, I could spit. But I had a good time. I love this look. It all came together. I love when that happens, especially when I'm a little bit hesitant to keep going. I really am just having a good time. I love this, okay? So I got a big mess to clean. I'm going to pop on some music, wash all my makeup brushes, and get ready for the next play session. I thank you for coming to my channel. It's been me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch, and Little Fat Fat. What did I used to call her? Something fat. I'm so touched out and overstimulated as a mom. I don't have the energy to care about the cat. My husband cares about her. It's his cat, so don't worry about it. She's loved, she's fine. But Little Fat Fat, I think I used to call her. Anywho, she out there telling you who it is here, playing in the makeups and the such. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Take good care of yourself. Please love your family. Tell them you love them. See them, hug them, touch them. Just hold on to them, okay? Life is so freaking short. Take care of yourself. Drink your water. Take your vitamins. Wash your makeup brushes. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.